Hey guys, yes, I am glowing like I look like I have highlighter all over my face because I am getting ready to go and I want to do a mask real quick before I do my makeup. So I have the Wonder Beauty Peel Off mask on. And then I'll kind of film some of my Easter makeup. So yeah, I'm excited to start on that. And I'm also going to test out that primer I got in my Ipsy bag for you guys today. So yeah, just give me a few minutes to get this off and we'll start. Hey guys, you're all crooked, but welcome back to my channel. Give me just a second. Sorry guys, I want to make sure I got my camera's on the little tripod right now because I just don't feel like messing with the big one. So I'm trying to even y'all out here. Okay, I just had to shut the door because Ryan's in there watching Griswold Vacation movies and it's quite loud. Quentin's mad. Anyway, the purpose in this video today is to show you guys my Easter makeup look. So I'm excited, pretty excited. I don't even know what I'm gonna do yet, but I do know that I am going to use the primer that I promised you guys, the Tarte Base Tape. I got this in my Ipsy bag yesterday. So if you guys haven't seen that video, just go back and watch it. So I'm getting ready to apply this now. I'm just gonna actually just squirt a little bit on the back of my hand. Like so, like a little pea-sized amount, rub it in my hands, and then it definitely reminds me of this. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I'm just gonna have to, you know, dab it. It reminds me of the smell of the the Too Faced Hangover Primer. Oh, and it's tacky. Oh, I like that. I really like that. Yeah, this is a different formula than I'm used to with primers, you guys. So it's definitely got a tackiness to it, which is great because that means usually it'll hold down your base like a champ. So yeah, I got that applied. We're gonna let that set for a couple minutes, finish drying down, and then I'm gonna go ahead off camera and apply the normal things that I do, like my under eye concealer, all of that good stuff. That way we can go ahead and just jump right into our Easter eye look. So give me just a minute and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I just want to mention really quick that I am doing a little extra concealing today because I do have a lot more problem areas than typical. So I got some concealer in extra spots, as you guys can see. And we're gonna see how this blends out on top of our base tape. The Tarte Base Tape. I'm hoping that I'm wowed by it because I really would like to find a primer that works for me. I've gotten so many primers and I just feel like most of them don't do much when it comes to my makeup. And that's kind of aggravating at times, if you know what I mean. Especially when you spend money on something and it's not cheap and it just doesn't look like it's doing much of nothing. Yes, I have a heart on my forehead. Yes, I'm loving Easter, so represent. Okay, I don't really know yet, so just give me some time to continue to blend. I'm gonna have to get a mirror that I can look really close up to, so let's see what we got going on. So far, with the primer, you guys, I honestly don't see much of a difference when it comes to my under eye concealer. Doesn't look like it's really doing much of anything different. I don't know. I'm sure as I wear it out through the day, you know what I mean, I'll see how well it keeps my foundation and my concealers on. I switched to the Morphe Y6 just because this is what I typically like to blend my concealers and my foundations out with. I love this brush. It's super affordable on the Morphe website. Morphe brushes are actually great. It's a great choice, affordable brush. So if you guys are looking for new brushes, maybe you just want to try brushes you've never tried them before, or maybe you just want to make your collection a little bit bigger, Morphe is definitely the way to go, in my opinion, because they are great, affordable. It's a great affordable option. I'm not sponsored by Morphe or anybody by that means. So whatever I tell you guys is really what I think. And even if I was sponsored reviewing, I'm not gonna lie. If, you know, I get a product that sucks in the future and I'm reviewing it for a company, I'm gonna tell you the truth. So I'm not just gonna say I love something. We got some mask left over. Whenever I don't, because I'm not gonna, you know, review something and tell you guys to go spend money on it whenever I truly think it sucks. It's not right, it's not fair, and I wouldn't do that. So just got that blended out, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and let this sit and get my eye primer on. I'm gonna use my MAC Painterly Paint Pot, put a little bit over the concealer just to get a little better coverage. So we'll be right back when we get that done. Okay, you guys, I decided to go with a pretty basic eye look today. I'm not doing anything too crazy. I am, however, going to jump into our palette that we got in our BoxyCharm this month, so that way, you know, most of you girls do get a BoxyCharm. I'm sure. If you don't, then sorry. But I'm just trying to use a palette that I know that most of us might have already. So anyway, the first shade I'm gonna jump into in this palette is the shade Epic. It's this like orange toned shade right here. And what I'm gonna do with this is I'm just going to take it with a mirror and blend it right in my crease. Just blend it really, really well in the crease. Any fluffy brush will do. And I'm gonna dip back in and I'm gonna go in for a second coat to deepen up my crease just a little bit with this shade. I really love this color. This would be like a really beautiful shade to use for fall, I believe. So that's all I'm doing using the shade Epic. I'm just blending it very well in the crease of my eye, the outer V, kind of going in circular motions, windshield wiper motions, just blending as well as I can. And then when I feel like I got it blended out pretty well, which I do, I'm gonna go into the shade Hidden Desert. Again, same palette. This pretty like rusted orange shade down here, like a rusty shade, which is pretty too. I'm gonna tap on it. It's a very pigmented shade, so I tap in lightly and work my way up, just so that way we don't overdo it like right away, because it's hard to take away, but you can always add. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start adding this a little bit further down in the crease. I still want that orange shade to peek through, but we want it to transfer into this pretty rusty, reddish, orangish, whatever you wanna call it. You decide. And we're gonna just blend it just like we did Epic. We're just gonna blend it right in the crease, back and forth, and just add a little bit at a time to make sure that we don't overdo it. My husband just got out of the shower. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is take my same brush I used Epic on, pick up a little bit more of that, and kind of go back around it to make sure that we didn't lose color. And I'll do that a couple of times throughout the eye look, you'll see. Next, I'm gonna take the brush I got in my Ipsy bag yesterday. It's my Vasanti, and I'm gonna go into the shade All Night, which is a pretty brown tone shade, very deep. Tap it off, and I'm just going to work that in my V, very gently. Again, building up color so that way we don't overdo it. And we're just gonna do the same thing. Just kind of stay in this area though, and blend it into the other two shades. And I kind of take this one down my lower or my upper lash line, just to give it a little bit of depth, so it's not like a harsh V. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to use much of that. It's just kind of to give it that darkened appearance. So when I get that done, I'm gonna dip right back in to Hidden Desert, the Rusty shade, and I'm gonna go right over top of the brown with that shade. Like I said, just in case we may have lost a little color, whatever you want to call it. And again, going back in with Epic, the orange tone shade, and just going right up here and blending that back in to bring back the gradients of the 3 shades. So yeah, you guys, that's pretty much all I'm gonna do as far as my crease and all of that. So next, what I think I'm gonna try, again, in my Ipsy bag yesterday, I got a Moods by Laura Sanchez. It's like a little palette, see the magnetic, so cute. I think I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna apply it all over my lid. It's like a rose gold, and it's really pretty because when you like move your hand with the swatch, you can see the gold in it, and I love that. So let me find the right brush here. Yeah, I used this one yesterday for this same shade, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use it again. And get me a mirror, and I'm going to put that all over my lid. I just feel like this was a great match for the shade range I had, and I want to keep it wearable because I am going to Easter dinner. I love doing crazy eyeshadow looks for photos, and depending on how intense they are, sometimes I will wear them out. But you know, sometimes you gotta go gentle. That way you don't freak out the kids in your family. So yeah, that's all over that lid. Let's do the other. I'm enjoying this shade though. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful shade. Any rose gold, you know, to me is gorgeous, but how it looks on me, I don't know. But the shade all on its own is very pretty. Okay, now that we did that, I'm gonna take another brush, just a Morphe brush, and go back into my palette, very lightly, gently tap into the brown. And we're gonna blend that a little bit over top of the rose gold just to give it the gradients, because we don't want it to have like a harsh line. We want it to all blend in great together. And you all know what I mean. And since this is a clean brush, I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna just blend out everything great. Starting up here and just working my way down. Just gonna blend it all together. And again, just like that. So anyway, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and apply the rest of my face makeup, and then we'll do the under eyes, and I'll be right back. All right, now for the under eyes, you guys. Let's get this done real quick so we can end our video. Okay, what I'm gonna do is take the shade Epic. I'm gonna take it right up under here with just a small fluffy brush and run it right under there.
Oh, hello.
Kylie's back. Come around and say hi to everyone.
Ow. Hello. I got hurt. You should probably see me with my buddy Garrett every day. On my life.
Okay, Kylie. Shh, quiet, baby. Silly. Kylie, honey, you're stepping on my toes.
I was stepping on your toes. I was
You're
getting
stepping on my
foot.
toes.
Ow. Careful, I can hurt anything.
Do you guys have crazy kids too, or is it just me? Okay, now the shade Hidden Desert, I'm gonna take even closer to the lash line with a small brush. Just like that. Last but not least, same brush, I'm gonna take a little tiny bit of All Night, the brown shade, and just kind of blend it up here beside our wing and down. And there we have our under eyes. So finish up my other eye real quick and we will get this look done so we can get to our Easter party. You ready? Okay, we'll be right back. Now we're gonna do something even more crazy and hope it works. I'm gonna take the shade 24K Magic. We're gonna put a little bit of this on just a flat brush, and I'm gonna add this to my inner corners and kind of up. Today, instead of like highlighting it, we're gonna do glitter.
Ooh, pretty.
You like it?
I don't want.
Kylie likes it, don't you, kid?
Yep, she needs a lot more glitter than I do.
And then on top of that, I'm gonna take the Fireworks shade, kind of got a little bit of red in it, and gently lay that right
It's
on
really
top.
pretty, like the Christmas tree we have.
I know, I look like a Christmas tree, don't I? Right on top of the 24K Magic, just so that it kind of matches the collar theme of my eyes that we were going for. Do you like it, Kylie?
Yeah. It looks very, very good.
Okay, now that we got that done, I'm gonna take the shade Free Spirit in this palette and just a big brush and pick it up. It's just the very first shade in the palette. We're gonna use this to highlight right here by our arch. Okay, we're gonna pop on some mascara and we'll be done. So, just a sec. All right, you guys, this is my final look for Easter.
Let's show them my look.
And we got Kylie's little look here. She's got some Artist Couture on her cheeks. And she's got a cute little pastel pink jacket. Her great-grandma got her a white t-shirt to go underneath. And she's just looking like a star. Can you go like this? But yeah, that's it for today, you guys. I appreciate you guys watching the video. I hope that it was useful and helpful, and maybe one of you guys can do this for your Easter look. So, or maybe next year. I don't know. Easter's over when you see this. But anyway, we'll see you later, won't we, Kai? Say bye.
Bye-bye.